What's good with y'all boys? Welcome back to another episode of Round Everything Sports Podcast. Today I'm here to just break down and talk about the man on fire, Brock Purdy, man. How good is Brock Purdy? I'm here to give the truth about Brock Purdy. But first, before we get into this video, man, we're at 96 subscribers, man. We're 4 away from 100, man. We're about to get to that big 100 mark, man. So make sure y'all subscribe, all for real. Get ready for a lot of content coming out, man. Moving on to the NBA season now. I know it started, but we're going to start talking more about the NBA right after football season ends officially. So, really in this video, man, I'm here to talk about Brock Purdy, man. We're still over a week away, or just at a week away from the Super Bowl, man. But I'm here to talk about Brock Purdy. How good is Brock Purdy? We don't know yet. We think he's really good. We do. But I'm hearing a lot of conversations about him not getting the credit he deserves. I'm hearing a lot of conversations about how he's not getting the praise that he deserves. And I'm so tired of hearing his teammates say, "Oh, he's the game manager. Oh, he's so good. He's the only reason why we've gotten here." Now listen, there's been a lot of conversations and a lot of noise going around Cam Newton talking about how Brock Purdy is the 10th best player on his own team. Now, let's break it down. Number one, I think it's unquestionable. Number 1 and 2, should I say, either Trent Williams or Christian McCaffrey. Those two are bona fide. 3, and this is offensive side of the ball, I'm probably going Brandon Ayuk, then I'm going Debo, then I'm going Kittle. So that's 5 just on offense. Now, if we're talking about best players at their position, Trent Williams, he's the best tackle, no doubt about that. McCaffrey's best running back. Don't think that's much of a debate at this point. Debo and Ayuk are both, I'd say, top 15, 20 for sure at their positions. Kittle, top 3 at his position still, I think. For sure, top 5. And then Kyle Juszczyk. Or Juszczyk. Listen, he's a fullback, I understand. But in Kyle Shanahan's offense, fullbacks are used quite frequently. So I think he's definitely a name to look out for. And he's, I think, top 2 at his position, either Ricard or Juszczyk. So offense for sure 5. If we're going just based off where they rank in their position, Juszczyk is definitely in that conversation as well. Now, moving on to the defense side of the ball. So we're at 5 right now just on offense. On the defense side of the ball, we're going Fred Warner, not up for debate. Nick Bosa, not up for debate. Dre Greenlaw, but probably better than him. And Hufanga before he got injured was better than him. So what do we got, like 9 right now? Listen, just because he's number 9 or 10 on his own team doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback. That just means what he has around him is so freaking good. And we can't keep ignoring that. And we can't keep trying to say, "Oh, he's the reason why this team winning." No. We've seen this story before with Jimmy G. We just have. We've seen this story with Jimmy Garoppolo. Now listen, back when Jimmy G was on the Niners, right? Their season comparison, right? Jimmy G, 13-3 record, 69.1 completion percentage, 5.7 TD percentage, 2.7 interception percentage, 102 passer rating, and number of all pros, he had 1, and that was George Kittle. Now, Brock Purdy, 12-4 record, slightly worse. 69.4 completion percentage, 0.3 better, slightly better. TD percentage 7, 1.9 better, or 1.3 better. 2.5 interception percentage, slightly better, 0.2. Passer rating at 113 compared to Jimmy's 102. And then number of all pros, 5. Yeah, 5 all pros for Brock Purdy. Listen, let's not act like what he's doing. We've never seen this in Kyle Shanahan's offense. Matt Ryan. He took Matt Ryan and the Falcons to Super Bowl, and we're up 28-3, and one of the biggest blown leads ever. That's just a fact. That just happened. Listen, what we're seeing him do with Brock Purdy is something we've seen before. Listen, Jimmy G. We talked about, oh my gosh, Jimmy G. He needs to get more credit. He needs to get more praise. All the teammates, they said the same stuff about Jimmy G. Oh man, put some respect on Jimmy G's name. Blah 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 blah. And he gets sent to the Raiders, and how does he look? He's terrible. He's benched for Aiden O'Connell. Now listen, I'm not going to be the guy to sit here and say Brock Purdy's bad, and that he has not impressed me, and that he has not done better than I expect him to do. But we're also not going to sit here and act like he's the reason why his team is in the Super Bowl. He's just not. The first 2 playoff games this year, the 2 that they played, in the first half he was horrendous. And I will give him credit. He came up huge when it mattered. And that's the whole thing I've been saying the whole year. I always said if they don't get to Super Bowl, it would be because of him. They almost didn't get there because of him, but they also are there, and a big reason is because of him. Now, listen, he's not the main reason. He's not even the third main reason, but he is a big part of why they're there. And he made big plays after big play. I mean, there's no doubt about that, especially in the second half. He's been doing what he needed to do to get his team to where he's at. Now, also, another thing that impressed me, when they played the Lions, he used his legs a lot more. He showed that unique ability to put the ball, tuck the ball, and run with it. We know he had the ability to scramble out of the pocket, kind of extend plays and find open receivers in the end zone. But he showed a real threat with his legs, and I think that will play a huge part in the Super Bowl. Now, like I said, I'm not here to talk about the Super Bowl. I'm just here to talk about Brock Purdy. We need to stop acting like he's the MVP caliber quarterback, because he's not. He's good. He's a little better than I expected him to be, honestly. But he's not an MVP candidate. He's not an MVP quality quarterback. So we need to stop acting like he is. Man, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe. We're 4 away from 100 subscribers. But y'all tune in next time. Peace.